Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RedBull ECL Championship 2013. Of course, I'm Luminous, and I'm joined by Merlini.
Welcome back to the gun show.
Welcome back to the gun show. And secondly, it's always important to keep in mind that keep money for buyback. That's why we got him out of the carcasses of dead people in the room. If you have no idea what we're talking about, because you were dead for a bit. We had a glorious tale about you.
Do you have lots of reliable gold?
I do. Do you? You spent most of it though. But you're back. You're back.
On my rares?
On your rares? Alright, we're back in the final game here between LGD China as well as TongFu. And of course, this is single elimination for this particular bracket. So whoever loses goes home. And I think it's pretty sad because I think that both these teams could go very deep into the tournament. I already talked about DK as another team that we should not forget about. But, yep. Of course, the other games that you perhaps misses, Rising Star knocking IG out, who did really well during the group stage. They were the 4-1 team. Orange Esport kind of expectantly defeated Rattlesnake, but this one is still up in the air, and of course Vichy versus DK very much so up in the airs as well. But yeah, I think it's a good time to jump into the picks as we do see some of the draft opening.
I got scared. I saw this. I was like, restart my computer. I was like, no, 7 minutes. But it's not my computer.
Yeah, you could.
Boom! Nailed it! Nailed that shit!
What?
Transition.
Oh.
See how smooth that was? How ain't got shit of it.
No, we were looking at the Windows
wait,
update, so nobody saw the transition.
That was not a transition.
Yeah.
This is gonna go down, LD. It's
In
going
7
down
minutes.
7 minutes.
No, you can postpone it.
I know, but he doesn't know. He's too busy gloating in his glory.
You can both postpone it by 4 hours. Go. I give you a
He
job.
can't even hear us. Look at him.
You're in my ears, you idiots!
He still can't hear us. He's lying. Okay, let's get on with the draft here.
There's their headphones.
I'm so confused right now. What's
I
going
don't know
on?
what's going on.
All right. All right, let's go into the draft here. LG China is going to actually open up with Visage. Meanwhile, TongFu is going to go into Gyrocopter Magnus. 3 games in a row where LG China just open picks Visage. I like this hero. Was doing a ton of work here back in the TI East qualifiers. And then since then, he was winning like 80% of the game during TI East. But since then, he's kind of faltered off. Team says we just don't go offensive.
What happened
trialing.
to Magnus? Why did they second pick him? Has he been risen from the depths of not being picked ever?
LG China does actually value Magnus quite a bit, but I don't know. I don't really think he's a second pick
I
hero.
don't think so either. And what about this anti-mage pick? It seems like maybe somewhat of a deny pick in case TongFu goes for the anti-mage gyrocopter Magnus trifecta.
I think
turtling power.
I think LGD says we just won a game where we won the early game phase. We have filled our 1 early game win per week quota. So time to go Visage anti-mage and says fuck it. Gonna farm. Let's win our game in the good old-fashioned 75 minutes. We're done.
Keeper of Light Shadow Demon.
Yeah. Keeper
wait,
light
no.
SD.
All you need is SD.
The bigbomb.com.
Keeper of Light delays games like no others.
Yeah, there
Maybe
you go.
second to Tinker.
Yeah. No, I think he's
And third to Magnus. No, Magnus is third place.
I think Keeper is definitely number 1 for me. Blinding Light against Tower Push? Where are you at? But
Where do you want to illuminate? Run away. I don't really have to be there. Kill the whole creep wave.
So TongFu is actually doing a very good impression of LG China as they're picking nothing but LG China heroes. Nature's Prophet, one of Xiao Ei's best heroes. Magnus, one of Yao's best heroes. And now they're selecting it all. Maybe they're saying, hey, here's how you play these heroes a little bit better. Rubik's going to get selected. We saw in game number 1 that TongFu's Rubik did a very good job of stealing multiple RPs. Let's see if LG China's Rubik's going to do the same. Very good spell to steal here. Call down, RP, Wrath of Nature. Some decent ultimates to take away.
Yep, and TongFu looks like they're set up to win only 1 lane, though. Nature's Prophet going to lose his lane. Magnus going to lose his lane. Gyrocopter probably going to win his lane depending on his supports, but this looks like a LGD strategy you talked about, setting themselves up for laning failure, only to come back into the late game with Nature's Prophet catching up on farm. Magnus, if you're in a defensive position, Magnus is a little bit better because you can always hit those big RPs.
Can you come back against anti-mage freeform, though? Because that's what anti-mage is getting this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just RP him, man. Refresh your RP.
Well, if they don't miss those RP. Also, I want to point out that Darkseer is in the pool, and generally Darkseer never actually go this late. I'm not sure if there's a gentleman's agreement on not picking or banning Darkseer, but
there's no gentleman's agreement. There's no longer any gentleman's agreement in Dota 2.
When's the last time we had a gentleman's agreement on anything? I think it was back in the 6.5x days where Lycan was like gentleman agreement to not being picked or banned.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
those days?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that hero was freaking OP.
See, they have Naga Siren to shut down the anti-mage.
Okay, that's decent.
That's decent. RP.
That's dece?
It's decent.
What is that?
It's short for decent.
Oh my
double
goodness.
RP into a Naga Siren net. It's pretty good.
These,
Pretty good lockdown.
These double collar terms are just too much
I
for
need
me.
to pop it up.
Well, Darkslayer is gonna get picked here as no surprise for LG China.
Darkseer's such a. It would work so well in TongFu's lineup though. Like if they had a Darkseer vacuum after the Naga Siren ultimate into an RP. Oh my goodness. I mean, just vacuum in RP is already good enough, and then call down to follow up. But if you have Naga Siren ultimate in that to just set it up real nicely, real nice now.
TongFu's gonna ban out the puck, which shall I play in game number 1 here. Xiao's definitely has a wide hero pool. Beastmaster always an option, although that's banned out. Nyx Assassin also an option, also banned out.
Bat Rider banned out.
Man, all
I
these
don't think I've
Xiao
seen a
hates.
Dragon Knight. Let's play Kunga.
You don't want to see his Dragon Knight. Let's actually go for a Kunga here. I have vacuum into Kunga, Bolt, Torrents. Not too bad. Give us some early game team fight. Another melee carry is not where you want to be against Naga Siren or Magnus, though. So maybe not. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but Kunka doesn't really have to be in the action. He has to stand pretty far back to shoot his boat. He has to like cast Torrent from the fog most of the time or X, and you can just cleave from like 1,000 range away. No bigs.
Definitely think that we need a Spirit Breaker solo mid. You know what's a good way to disrupt RP? Charge at them. That's all I got. That's all I got in this prediction for the last pick.
He's just gonna RP you in the face.
Yeah, he's like, actually, if you could somehow charge past every team fight to the last person in the team fight, you win because it's just like.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. And they all got knocked out of the way too.
Yeah,
It's
It's
so
like
good.
a 1.5 second, 2 second stun. That's a ton of damage.
That's some next level prediction though.
Yeah.
To find out who's gonna be the last hero in like 20 seconds or however long it takes to charge. That'd be pretty good.
I kind of like things like Warlock, kind of like things like Silencer solo mid, but this is LG China, so we're expecting something like,
Like
I don't know, something boring like Kunkka.
Queen of Pain.
Hey, Queen of Pain's good. Look at the Lion
Man.
band. Lions have. This is like the 4th icon that we've seen from Lion. Why are they changing it every other week? Can't I just get my Chuan line?
It looks like the Lycanthrope / Warlock from Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
It looks like Archimond. Except
Or
it's-
Shadow Demon, the old Shadow Demon model here. We're gonna see TongFu actually go with Enchantress. I liked it when they went for Chen. I liked it when they go aggressive jungle play. None of that passive stuff. None of that.
I like aggression too. I like bloodbaths everywhere.
But they're doing Enchantress against Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage don't really give too much about
Don't really give too
Enchantress.
much craps.
Yeah.
Well, LGD did ban out the Lion. Lion good versus. He's decent versus the anti-mage. He's pretty good versus Weaver.
You know what this is a good game for? Mother effing Slark.
Slark?
Yeah, like why would you ban out Lion? Like
Slark's okay. He would just get owned by all the AoE. He just get RP'd and then just die.
Slark just goes on Magnus and be like, "Thanks for
He's
free
like,
stats."
what up, bro?
Yeah,
just
thanks for
RP
free
me in the
stats.
face and then burst me down.
Nah, man, he's got tons of stats. He's got a ton of armor.
Oh,
Tai solo mid.
yeah. Return of the Tidehunter.
Mother effing boring hero, but we haven't seen him for a bit, so
Dude,
we
he
will
is
allow
not
it.
boring.
He's
Those
so
ravages are
boring.
awesome to see.
He's so
He
boring.
fits into LGD style perfectly, though. They couldn't get the max, so they'll go with the second best option, Tidehunter.
That's nah, man. You don't pick Max for the RP anymore. You pick it for the Empower, and I don't think Tidehunter has the Empower buff.
Dude,
or
Tidehunter's awesome. They don't have any BKB heroes on TongFu except for the Gyrocopter, and if they just like try and sleep
No,
initiate,
they-
they'll get combo broken by
You
that
just-
GG Ravage.
You just sleep after he RPs. Or Ravages.
Sleep after he RPs. That's. I'm
You
sure
only
that's
like-
the combo they're going
You
for.
only like Tidehunter because you're trying to get this Tidehunter girls
I
going
know.
on.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're sexy, man.
Can't you gotta just have girls wear like green bikinis with.
Holding around sharks and stuff.
There you go.
It's awesome.
You don't have to hold sharks. You can hold like squids
It's,
and tentacles. Just be creative on the offhand item. Alright, let's actually go introduce a player. Shout A's gonna be playing that solo mid Tidehunter. Haven't seen that since like a year ago when it was a thing here back in Chinese today. Yao's gonna be playing offlane Darkseer. Of course, your trialing is gonna be consisting of DDC Visage, Sylar Anti-Mage, and of course DD Rubik.
you have sound up, Lumi? Rumi?
God damn.
Dude, I can't hear.
Oh man, Merlini.
Okay, and then you introduce LGD, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so on the side of TongFu, the Dire. Oh, that's so loud. We have Hao, Look at where this guy's going. My goodness. He was going to the Radiant Secret Shop looking for some stuff. He's Gyrocopter. We have King J on the offlane Nature's Prophet. Looks like he's actually starting off with a laning build with a couple of branches. San Sheng on the support Naga Siren, Banana on the roaming Enchantress, and Mu on the solo mid Magnus.
So generally, sometimes you see Gyrocopter set on like awkward positions like these or awkward positions like these. Is if the offlane is unaware and they walks into you, like Rocket Barrage into you, is gonna get you a free kill. So unfortunately, he did not see the enemy coming, so no big deal. But back in the mid lane, it's a Magnus versus a TIE Hunter matchup. TIE Hunter wins that easily. 40% damage reduction on a spammable.
Dude. Yes. It's pretty good. But
Yeah.
he has Shockwave, bro. He has some power.
Yo, man, for every one shockwave you do, he does 2 anchor smash. Come on, let's be real here.
Yao in a little bit,
Ooh.
under a little bit of harass on top.
Gush to level 1. That's not what I had in mind.
Wow.
You're not supposed to get Gush.
That is very strange. You just spam Anchor Smash, get that bottle, and then spam Anchor Sash a lot more.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what this Gush build is, but hopefully he gets Anchor Smash at 2-3 and 5-7.
Yao has level 1 Ion Shell, but he's actually not getting zoned out by San Sheng, so it looks like he'll be able to hit level 2 relatively quickly. How trying to disrupt this creep pool, but I think he's kind of forced to take those creeps, and he should get an easy level 2 and hopefully not die.
I'm watching Xiao right now in this mid lane. I'm just... No, he's going for a Kraken Xiao. Xiao,
Wow.
did nobody give you the memo?
Shall I play Titan Hunter before?
He better. I mean, it was the stable solo mid 1 year ago back in Chinese though. So...
Are you sure, LD?
Xiao.
He is not owning this lane.
He's getting owned by a Harpy Storm. Yes, I think the lane is done. Like the lane is actually done. I'm not even joking because, like Zeus Prime is in the lane now. Because you can't beat this guy. He's gushing like his life depends
So
on
you see
it.
King J on the bottom lane being very annoying with his Treants, trying to block the spawn, trying to interrupt the creep pulling and the mass leveling and farming by DD and DDC. But he is forced to just chill there at the tower, sitting at 0 out of 200 experience. Good thing for him, Nature's Prophet can come back relatively easy, even after a rather rough start.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna have a rougher start is the TIE Hunter on the mid lane. Because Harpy Storm, did I
He's
say Harpy?
9-2. He's doing better than I
All right,
thought,
he's
with
got
his no
Anchor
gush
Smash.
build. Okay, 1-1-1 build,
He has found the skill that allows him to dominate the mid lane.
especially against melee heroes.
Unfortunately, he hasn't got enough last hits because he didn't go Anchor Smash at 1. Or he did, JK. He's got a bottle and he's also buying tangles.
Well, we see a lot of shenanigans going on over here. King J trying to deny DD from coming up his hill, circling around the tower, and killing him. Pretty good awareness by DD, by King J there. They don't even have a ward up there, but he anticipates the movement around the tower even before they push up to the tower.
Yeah, meanwhile, we do see the push coming out. It's going to be Glacier Blink forward against King J. How is focusing on Silent. Draws out TP out immediately, and Shanshan's going to go on DDC. I think DDC's not absolutely fine. They actually net him, but there's no mana for Riptide. After the net, DDC turns around and decides to fight. They have the crew wave tanking the tower. They could make the dive right now. Silent thinking about it. Need Grave Show. They are going to go in against King J, and King J is going to give up first blood. It's Anti-Mage that picks it up.
Well, Sansheng being able to TP in, but it's not really.
Oh,
saving
they
him.
want a little bit more. He has no mana. No mana means Anti-Mage doesn't do too much damage. They need one more hit. They are going to get one more hit. Sylar's low. Sylar's going to go down. He did not spend too much
Oh,
of his
double
early.
kill! Actually, he didn't get any of those kills, but double kill experience for King J.
It's only level 4.5.
That over-aggression by LGD, playing aggressive behind the T1 tower. Whoa.
I like when LG plays aggressive. That means when you get short games. Whether they lose quickly or they win quickly. It's one or the other.
That is not true. They went in very long. Oh, you're
They
talking
won
about
in like 12-minute last game.
You're talking about the early aggression. Okay.
Yeah, early
Okay.
aggression. And TIE Hunter is now leveling up Gush.
You are not happy about this build.
I am not happy about this
You
build.
are very unhappy about this build.
He's actually just playing poor man's Dragonite mid. Like, what the fuck?
But your Dragon Knight
It's
doesn't
poor
have
man
TP value.
Dragonite. Instead of an AoE nuke, you get a single target nuke. That's it.
Calm down, Luke.
Alright. Sometimes I
Banana
guess
smoked up near top with Sansheng. Where is he gonna go?
probably mid. But he's actually pretty tanky. So with boots with Kraken Shell, I don't think he actually make this gank successfully. Maybe he just rotate all the way past the mid lane and just go in the jungle. DD's a fairly easy pick off. DDC a little bit harder, but he doesn't even have his Grave Creeper cloak yet, so it should be an easy pick off as well.
Easy kill for them. He's the only one that didn't die on bottom lane. He's doing decently. 0-0 and 2. Almost has his booties. This tower has taken a lot of tower damage from TongFu. I think that Fiora usually does pretty decently versus that because he can try to redirect the aggro with Force of Nature, but not this game.
We're back in the game here as Banana is going to be leading. No, it's going to be Smoke back on the top lane here. They don't have a creep that could actually stun. It's going to be up to that Naga and Snare to do some work. The rocket is going to drive Yao away from the creep wave for a little bit. The stun is going to apply. Enchantress is going to be cutting. Oh my god. Yao says, oh shoot. Clap's going to fly through. There's a, well, there's a Riptide into it. They're easy kill. Tier 1 should be going down very quickly as well.
Some rather unusual, very early aggression from both of these teams, I think.
Looks pretty okay here for TongFu. I mean,
oh no, it looks great for both of them.
Yeah, it looks amazing for TongFu here as they're gonna get a tier 1 tower. And there's really no trade here being from LGD as they're not close to the enemy's tier 1. They're not gonna get a punish off, and they don't push nearly as well. Tier 1 tower up top, gonna get lasted here by Gyrocopter.
It's okay, they're used to losing in early games. Sylar is finding some decent amounts of farm, although
Sylar got first blood, so
yeah, that one death though kind of hurting him. He has his
okay.
5-minute power threads.
Power threads?
Power threads, dude.
Do they good at
Shadow Friend?
Are they good at making cloths?
Pro Man Shield?
Pro Man Shield. You're just like adding vowels and adding syllables.
Taking up vowels.
You're just calling them different things. It's being a.
Magnus already with Arcane Boots. He's farming excellently in middle. We thought that he'd have a little bit of a rough time versus
Here comes Tidehunter Girls. Gush just gonna open it up here against how Ravage, yeah. But the call down and as well as Rocket Barrage, a ton of work right now. Hal shuking left, he's shuking right, he shoots, he scores.
Oh, hero Druid of the Talon right there.
Man, Druid Talon OP. You know Druid and Talon can fly in Warcraft?
Yeah, not in Dota though.
Yeah, you could dodge shockwaves.
Oh yeah, it's pretty sick.
Boss mode. Alright, how are we doing in this game here? We do have Tidehunter kind of roaming, ganking. What particular benefit do you get when you max the Gush build? Obviously, you lose a little bit in terms of the laning stage. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot. But
it's better for bursting, but
yeah.
they don't really have that bursty of a lineup. I mean, I think more damage from
Anchor Smash.
Will help, like Soul Assumption more, and they already have the slow with the Grave Chill. They just need to get as much deeps out as possible for faster Soul Assumptions, and that minus armor is decent, but they don't have any fantastic synergy with it. They have no Naga Siren for extra minus armor. I wonder, I guess the Visage will probably go for Medallion or something like that first, so hopefully they have something better planned than this full range strategy with Magnus.
Yep, Banana now going into the enemy jungle, but he's going to be surrounded by multiple sides. Here comes Starkster. He's going to scout and Banana is going to run up north where Tidehunter is going to definitely cut him off. Where's the Tidehunter rotating in? But just Mu escorting him out with the Magnus, and he should be fine. Banana has a bottle. It's going to be going for power threats, I believe. No Arcane Rush just yet. I feel like Arcane Rush is almost necessary on Tidehunter. Maybe not if he's not going for the spam Arcane Anchor Smash build. But I really think he's one of the more monostar heroes in the game.
Yeah, once he gets his Arcane Boost, things are okay, but I don't particularly know why he's picking up treads, why he is going max Gush. That is both foreign to me.
Is he going for like the deep spill? Gush into attack speed right click?
Mask of Madness Battle Fury?
Mask of Madness Tide is actually pretty OP.
Remember in Dota 1, wherever you get Battle Fury, you just like spin around like a ballerina?
Yeah, man.
Dude, that was sick.
When basically you're proccing every old Anchor Smash. There you go. Xiao 8 looking for that rune. It's going to be like Illusion. Called it.
Called it.
Easy mode.
It's easy when you have all vision on.
No, but I didn't even see it.
Sure, Lumi.
I called it. I didn't even see it.
Sure.
The stream could be my witnesses.
You looked at my screen.
No, how is your screen faster than my screen?
I was just looking there, bro. Checking 8 minutes.
Man, you're drunk. You're drunk.
Well, let's see. Both teams making pretty good use of their jungle, not really wanting to extend anything past that initial T1 push on bottom. Although I'm sure if TongFu gets really aggressive in the middle, there'll be TP support. Both of them already ready for TPs.
Yeah, I mean, let's check out how Anti-Mage is doing in farm. For those of you guys who don't know, there is 82 creeps in the 10-minute mark, and we're almost getting there. Sylar 57. Not exactly perfect CS so far, but doing rather well. Got the first blood. And we're going to see ourselves probably like a 13 to 14 minute battle for you, maybe a little bit later.
That's pretty good for Sylar.
Yeah, pretty good for Sylar. As opposed to what?
Pretty good for, like, Havos.
Havos? Havos has perfect CS. Havos is one of the best CS players in the world, period. And
So
then,
he only gets it at one time.
no, he gets it all the time. It's
No,
just
he
that-
only gets it at one particular time because he always gets the same CS at a certain mark if he has perfect CS. We're going on a tangent here.
Well, before we move away from Havos, he's a 4 on our always correct hexagons.
Yeah. What a player.
What a player.
Navi, Havos, parenthesis 4. Clearly not too happy about it. Or just flaunting it.
Just flaunting it. Just wins the tournament, no big deal.
No
let's
big.
let's check out how we're doing in terms of support on the LGD side. Level 5 Visage, pretty decent level. Rubik's level 5 as well by comparison. Naga Siren's 5.5. Enchantress, not really getting as much experience as you expect out of Enchantress, also level 5. Everybody having a fairly same amount of levels. You see that DD trying to get a little bit more experience, being offered up a free mid lane. Tie Hunter roaming around trying to find that gank. Not only has he got treads, he's got a casual cloak as well. Thoughts on this particular build up?
I'm not really sure.
I mean, is he relying on the ability to walk in, tank an RP, and then even tank a call down, proc the Kraken shell, excuse me, and then just RP up?
It's not bad. I think we used to really see the mech pipe timing pushes on in like
Tie Hunter.
TI2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty decent. Maybe still living in the old days, but I mean, he really doesn't have that much of a better option. You can go Tide Hunter with Blink, but if you blink in and you Ravage, you're just gonna get slept, right? Even if it hits the Naga Siren, most of the time your team won't be behind to follow him up with Disable.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the. Oh my God! Looks like Mu has already a Blink Dagger.
That
Flash.
is ridiculously fast.
Look at the difference in terms of from 71 CS to 47. I hate to say it one more time, but it's Anchor Smash. He really needs Anchor Smash. It's a great lane control spell. It lowers the damage of Mu. It allows you to push your creep wave so you can secure runes. And Traverse he's farming decently. He's got like, 50 CS or so, but it's just he's allowing a Magnus to have the old school Magnus farm in terms of 6.77, like just massive shockwave spam. And Mu is kind of farming the hell out of this mid lane.
Indeed, he is. Not much action going on. Moo still not making a gank. What is he doing with his Blink Dagger? I thought he got it a while ago, but still on chicken. He should be able to pick up a fairly easy kill with his Invis Bottle and his Blink Dagger.
Yeah, is he going to make that play? That's the question. He has a teleport scroll available. Not going to PP just yet. Sylar, by the way.
Where do you fight, though? You don't have any vision of the people, or they're just playing so defensively at their T1s.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue, right? There's no reason for LG to get ultra creative or aggressive. They just sit back and wait for Sylar to get his 14-minute Battle Fury, and then just wait more, and then you win. Easy Dota.
Are they going to be able to wait that long, though? It really depends on Furion's farm. I think if he gets like a Blink Sheep, then they have like an instant disable for him, but otherwise, usually it's pretty tough to do unless you are sick at coordinating Blink Dagger plus RP into all their other spells that they have for anti-mage.
I'm going to call it right now. Sylar's going to get Battle Fury Manta, BKB, before Hex is up.
Before Hex is up?
Yep.
Well,
Full sure.
Yeah, I think
Easy
so.
guess.
Well, Nature's probably just got his virus, so I probably guess so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Nature's Prophet's gonna have a big game this game because generally, as an anti-mage, you eat Nature's Prophet alive. Nature's Prophet likes to split push, and then he split push, and then split push. Anti-mage blink and start hitting him, and there's no way a Nature's Prophet TP out before he dies because you could just wait to use your Mana Void to cancel that first TP, and generally he's dead before the second TP comes out. We are one piece away from that Battle Fury. And Sylar should have it in about a minute or farm or so. Ben?
What's up?
Ben has fallen asleep.
This game is amazing.
How come you show up and there's just no Dota happening?
I have no idea what's going on here.
You show up and we're watching like
Sylar farm away? That
World
sounds
of-
like regular LGD to me.
World of Warcraft, like farming edition.
Well, let's check Sylar's status. Just more farming going on. Furion just picked up his Midas. It's 13 minutes in. Not the best timing, but he has been under quite a lot of pressure from them. We see some illusion runes going on in middle. Both teams heavily warding up middle. 2 on the side of LGD and 2 very close wards by TongFu, really wanting to protect them. But I don't think the Magnus really needs protecting that much anymore. He already has his Blink Dagger and his Arcane Boots. I guess they just want a really early refresher from him.
To be honest, I like to see them doing what LGD China is doing. Rotate the TIE Hunter off the lane, so you rotate the Magnus off the lane, and give Nature's Prophet or even Naga Siren some farm in the mid lane. I think at this point, after your Blink and Arcane, you're pretty much set for the remainder of the game. Maybe you work towards a BKB, but I think having more farmer support right now is a little bit more important.
Having that refresher is just so devastating, though, especially if you have the follow-up for it.
Yeah, I think having a refresher against a TIE Hunter and a Darkseer is fairly decent, but I feel like the second RP is not as necessarily as the first RP because you have Sleep, which it's a quasi RPS kind of spell.
Oh yeah, that's
Lets
true.
you reset, lets you back off, lets you initiate. It's kind of very versatile, so I just think getting your Naga to level 11 perhaps, where she could use RP a little bit more frequent, or Sleep a little bit more frequently, or maybe even putting her Enchantress mid and getting her some level, so I just don't like the rotation coming out from Mu, or rather the lack of rotation coming out from Mu.
Yep. Well, 3-30. There's the G. Taking a look at the gold graph, we see just slightly in favor of TongFu for gold, around 2,500. XP graph, fairly similar, a little bit less, around 2,000 XP in favor of TongFu. I think TongFu can make better use of their jungle, though. They have the Furion, they have the Enchantress, and they have a stacked mag that can clear powered camps pretty easily. Checking the ancient stacks right now, there's only 2 camps stacked up. I would like to see maybe Nago use it or Illusions use it, Enchantress use their creeps, or just Furion uses Treants to stack it. Any one of them is good, just because it's almost guaranteed money for the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, one thing that we have talked about throughout the series that how good TongFu is constantly stacking, and by comparison, LG China seems like they don't really remember that portion of that strategy. Here comes the 2-man smoke up. They want that Gyro, but Gyro pushing the lane already backing off, and it seems like LGD is going to be making a rotation to the bot lane, or now mid.
Well, there's the Battle Fury from Anti-Mage. What'd you call on the timer on Battle Fury, Manta, and X?
I didn't call a timer, but I said they have it. They will have it before Scythe.
Sheep.
Yeah, which judging it from the rate that Nature's Prophet's going, I don't think he'll have it.
Well, he also does. It depends on whether he's going Shadow Blade or not.
Yeah.
Most likely he is.
Well, Sylar now with the Battle Fear will start kind of going rampant farming mode. So this is the part of the game where it's so easy to cast. Just be like, hey guys, anti-mage blinking farming. Well, slamming some creep.
They aren't stacking for him though. I think he could have a lot more gold if Xiao 8 wasn't messing with his jungle. I mean, the early cloak is like decent if you're fighting early, but they're not fighting. I think a Blink Dagger at this point, if they want to play defensively, which most of the time you are with the anti-mage on your team.
Why don't you guys just read the creep scores? Just read them as they increase.
Oh yeah, okay. Lumi?
130 CS on anti-mage. 131. 132.
133. Still waiting for that crucial 134. The farming fest in middle continues.
135. 134. Yo, he got 2 in that one last hit. Good thing I didn't count it up. 140.
So Mag pops a DD rune in the middle, able to fend off any sort of aggression from LGD. All he needs to do is Shockwave, maybe send 1 image or 2 from Naga Siren to Riptide, and then after that, King J will have creeps to try and stray on those outside of the tower. And again, both teams not really able to do Roshan right now. TongFu is in a better position. Oh, yeah, I just saw a skewer down the hill. It looks like he just wants to kill the creeps so that they can get vision of those bats. Those bats in Roshan Pit are such a pain in the butt to deal with.
Yeah, they also die a ton if they're in there. Like 100 gold per pop. It has a really, really long cooldown, so it's not that bad. Here goes the smoke coming from TongFu. They do have the Blink RP. They have all of the spells available. Gyrocopter, though, not really exactly in that smoke. They're just going to go in and sneak a Roshan. Like this play, and Radiant, they had wards up, so they think it's cool, but it really isn't cool.
Yeah, maybe they should get Furion to just just
They back off. Why?
push out another lane right now. Just to, like, if you push out right now, a couple of the heroes from LG would probably rotate there, and then they can just take on 4-on-5 easily without blitz. I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, I did just check on the dive vision right now. There is just no vision, so they know multiple heroes are missing off the map. So a little bit concerned is TongFu, but seems like they will work on the Roshan in a fairly slow time. Even Teal TP's up top, so yeah, Burning has not Burning. Sylar has no idea that this Rosh is going on, and TongFu's gonna get a freebie on how.
This is like a super long Roshan itself. Even with a medallion, it is just abysmally slow.
Yeah, they don't really have insane damage output, so understandably so.
Yep, so looking at the top farmers right now, we have the Anti-Mage with 161 versus Gyrocopter with 122. So the Gyrocopter can wipe most of the heroes from LGD's team if he gets properly stacked, but Anti-Mage can just kill 1 or 2 heroes from their team fight way more easily than TA can.
Yeah, Anti-Mage blinks in, pops a Manta, suddenly things get very complicated. Ultimate Orb is picked up on Anti-Mage, so that is going to be what I imagine to be a Manta style. Although Lincoln Sphere might be... No, I don't think... Yeah, you go Manta. He just wants the Ultimate Orb for a little bit more HP. But,
yeah. Lincoln Sphere, not the best versus this sort of lineup. Well, let's talk more about Anti-Mage's creep score.
He's got 167.
Get hype.
Si-
Pause. This is a tactical pause, guys. I need to take a piss. Be right back.
Okay. Well,
I'm just. Are you serious?
we have a brief pause in the game, and both teams just choosing to play super duper defensively, farm up for a safe opportunity to fight. And for LGD, that means blink on the Tidehunter and or items on the Anti-Mage, whether it be Battle Fury or a Naga Siren, most likely a Darkseer. And some rare eggs get poached. So I don't actually know who's going to favor this late game. I think that LGD has a pretty decent lineup, but if they get BKBs on the side of TongFu plus a refresher, that is just going to be really, really scary.
Yeah, I think the big thing for TongFu is the lockdown that you were mentioning. Late game, this Anti-Mage, he can get as big as he wants. There's still RP, there's still Ensnare, and we'll see you teleport to the bottom lane just to get those creeps. Thought there might be action. I was very wrong, Merlini, but yeah, I think the difference is TongFu have RP, they have Ensnare, possibly a double RP, and on the side of LGD, they don't. Lumi, did you enjoy your bathroom trip?
I did.
Oh, we're going to have an engagement mid, so I'll let you sit down in just a second. All right, quickly now.
Quickly now,
I
Lumi.
got this. We could just cast like this. Alright, teleport in from King J, working on this tier 1 tower. They're going to get this tier 1 tower without too much. Oh my goodness, what a poor Glyph here from LG China. Glyph doing absolutely nothing. And I think with that, TongFu might even decide to pressure tier 2 a little bit. No, they say Sala's getting a little bit strong, so CP back and start defending this.
Yep. And how are they going to kill Sylar? Maybe a Rubik with a lot of items?
How are they going to kill Sylar?
Well, you said the net, and you said the maybe refresher RP, but other than that, they need the sheep on the nation.
Wait. How are they going to kill Sylar?
Too bad. Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Still waiting for some engagements to happen. Maybe they're just waiting for more ultimates. Maybe they're just waiting for a few more big items. But soon they're going to have to deal with 3 a.m. He already has his ultimate orb. Man, Sylar is just a farming beast on.
I think this game is going to end in about 11 more minutes.
Is it just going to be like one fight and then GG?
Yep.
With like a couple of
Straight up.
buybacks?
Sylar's going to have BKB, Manta, Butterfly, like in the next 8 minutes or so. And then they're going to win one fight. And we're going to call GG.
Well, let's
call it here.
See, you called a lot of things, Lumi.
And I'm always correct. Always this relative, but mostly correct. And here we're going to see a 2-man gank up top. We do have Tiebringer, or Tiehunter with a Blink Dagger already up top. Here comes the tier 1 tower siege. Looks like a bait. Looks like a, it's like, oh, I'm taking your tier 1. But Tiehunter lurking nearby. Very, very good bait. Any person single TPs in just straight up dies.
Yes, indeed they do. I mean, they could try and coordinate a TP with the...
How?
He has BKB completed.
No, you don't. Yeah, but you're not going to BKB a
He has
Blink Ravage.
Aegis too, man.
Oh, they got Aegis?
Yeah.
Did they get that while I was taking a bathroom break?
I believe so.
You believe so?
I don't know. This long farming phase has blurred into just like one big conglomerate of farming.
Conglomerate of farming. That's a big word. Well, 199.
26 denies.
200!
Woo!
You want to bet on when he hits 300? Give me over under.
I think we need a bet on when he hits 322. Let's be honest here.
322?
Yeah.
Post 30 or after 30?
Post 30 or after 30? I think those two options are exactly the same.
Post 30 or before 30?
Before
Sorry.
30. He's going to farm 100 creeps in like 3
I don't know. They
minutes.
might try to force something with the Aegis, but judging by this way the game is
Yeah,
going,
if they force something with Aegis, Siler says I go push. Forget my tower.
yeah,
Right?
right.
Yeah. So, cool.
Cool. We see a wraparound from two heroes. This may be the most exciting thing that's happened in a while.
I was gonna make a joke about wraparound, but I don't think it was actually appropriate. TongFu working on the tier 2. You predicted a push coming out, and in fact, TongFu is actually leading by 7,500 gold. And despite how well Anti-Mage is farming right now, the rest of the team isn't really keeping up. Darkseer, the next highest farmer, is working towards a BKB. I think BKB is a fairly decent item choice. Not really good against Blink RP. And if you get Blink RP, you're pretty much boned because every other spell is going to drop to your face. It's a very high priority target. And speaking of BKB, Magnus definitely should go for one. He's got one. And of course, Gyrocopter has one as well. What is actually a Blink Tie going to do? For those of you guys that don't know, Blink Tie is actually a dying breed because of BKB. So,
What can they do?
Yeah.
That is the question. Well, he can just try and wait it out, but getting RP to the face is never fun. Get a refresher.
I think Xiao is going to be so next level. He's going to blink in and like press V and then press S and then Anger Smash and then pops his Gold Scepter. And then the BKB will be done by then.
That's
and
pretty
then
next level.
And then he wins.
Well,
I'm calling it. At 32 minutes, this game will be over. Oh, Blink RP on Sylar. Man, how did I catch it on the camera? Sylar, Manta Sylar does not bring you out. And Sylar's going to go down. How are you going to hit 3-2-2, Sylar?
wow. They did get him.
Actually, a very, very key time to actually take down Anti-Mage as well. Aegis did run out at that point, but I think Hao could probably just rotate back on the melee and decide to do a push. He is going to rotate back to the Ancient and start taking that one down first. Where's the tier 2 push? There is no tier 2 push.
Content to farm, as always. See them attempting to just run around the map, find some more farm. Darkseer's going to be... How many people are going to have BKBs this game?
I think it's more important for TongFu to pick up BKBs. The Radiant BKBs are effective and efficient, but it's not going to block RP like we just saw.
Or Black Hole.
Or what? Black Hole's not in this game.
Or Refresher Mag.
Or Naga and Snare. But for the most part is...
I'm just throwing random heroes out there.
Yeah.
Beans Grip.
What do you think the odds were for this match?
Probably 60, 61, 39.
LG China.
LGD China.
It's a good bet.
I can't bet now.
Yeah.
You can't bet per game. It's per match.
What was
I can double check it. I don't want to miss anything though. Tabbing out.
Gotta get them rares.
Big Smoke going up top here, and well, they're gonna go on how you gotta Blink Ravage it, and you gotta Blink Ravage right on top of him. Keep in mind that the further you are out from those tentacles, the slower it is. Blink. Oh, they're gonna go on Banana. Easy pick off here, but how much does it actually mean? Do you actually get a tier 1 tower push off that?
I think so. I don't think there's any reason for... Oh, actually, Gyrocopter moving in to defend.
Uh-oh.
Where is the Magnus, though? He is an important hero. He has an invisibility rune. Do they have any detection? They have a sentry ward. Is he going to walk into it?
Yo, if he gets RP straight up, oh my goodness. Xiaowei.
Is he going to get skewered somewhere?
Dude, if Xiaowei blinks at Skewer as soon as he sees it, that would be so next level.
Do they have a gem?
There is no gem
They have
available.
one sentry ward on DD.
Go. Ooh, Blink. Ooh. Yeah, that nice beating out the BKB. I told you. Now they're going to back off. So next level, Xiaowei. Kraken Shell procs, and BKB is going to get forced back out. They're going to sprout right on Yao, but vacuum. Oh, there's Blink Ravage back up very soon. Where is it? The rocket's going to hit on Xiaowei. Xiaowei, please don't die. All right, he's okay. He's okay for now. Everybody disengaged. Blinks back out. Gyrocopter is going to get a tower denied. No harm, no foul either way, but Sylar gets more CS. And of course, over or under 300.
Dude, it looks like it's gonna be over, man. After that one death,
Yeah.
he's so boned.
No. He's definitely gonna have it. Like
322, 70 creep kills in 3 minutes.
easy.
You crazy?
I said 300. I didn't say 333.
Oh.
You
Well,
must not. You have not. Must not seen anti-mage farm.
I mean,
Dire's top tower
he's.
is under
He, I think I've seen enough.
Well, he's not really farming right now. He's
Radiant's
pushing.
middle
So
tower is under
maybe
attack.
my prediction were a little bit off. He's farming while pushing.
See a little
like
bit of
bounce.
action. Homie missile.
Oh,
In
Blink
silent.
Ravage gonna hit on everybody. Unfortunately, anti-mage being stand up. BKB's gonna be used. RP that's gonna hit on two. Not the most important hero. And Manta style. And coming from anti-mage, a fun stop now. As Sylar says, guys, time to win Dota. They will win in 31 minutes. Yes, yes.
Wow.
Oh, it feels so good.
What a sick Blink Ravage. Right on the Magnus, too. BKB or not, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Damage already done.
Yep. Cool story. Tier 2 is gonna be going down.
Go on the anti-mage. I don't know. What is their game plan here? I would like to see some more smokes on Magnus just because they haven't been fighting. They haven't really been playing aggressively. Just use the smoke on the Magnus so that Tide Hunter can't find you, and you have more time to pop your BKB, more time to get that really clutch initiation, and DD goes down on top, close to where the fight just was.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why he stayed there. Moo's just going for some solo next level kills, and I guess he defended the tier 2.
Speaking of solo, how is that 322 coming along?
I applaud. That was really good.
Okay, where's a 300, dude? He's not even gonna hit 300 before 30 minutes.
Look, he's gonna hit it. Don't worry.
He is not gonna hit it.
Where's my stacks?
There's not like a triple kobold stack for him to
Where
take
my
out.
stack, DDC? God damn. Worst stacker ever. Where my Asian stacks at? Siler's asking the exact same thing. Yeah, man. I didn't expect LGD to actually be doing a push. But in fact, TongFu's going to go straight into the Roshan pit right now, and LGD China is not expecting that. They do have a Medallion Courage in the form of Enchantress. She is available.
Oh, they're scouted out.
Oh, come on, go. They don't have Ravage available for 50 more seconds. Haste is going to be activated. Are we going to see some Blink steals? Nope. Aegis now goes on Hao, and this is really kind of an interesting game now. Hao really needed the Aegis in that last team fight. So this game is not going to end in 31 minutes because there is no way that LG is doing anything until that Aegis runs out.
Playing it safe, playing it safe. What is Gyrocopter's next item going to be? Butterfly?
Gyrocopter?
Yeah.
I think he should go for Helm Satanic this game because it seems like survivability is an issue. The Aegis is going to be a stopgap for the next 6 minutes, but he definitely needs a little bit more survivability. Helm gives you a little bit extra armor. Obviously, the reverb proportion of that Satanic is absolutely huge in terms of HP. But for now, it's going to be a siege from TongFu, and the Blink Skewer plan is happening right now from Magnus.
Link Skewer. Xiao 8 style.
Shari style. Also, having Satanic is really nice in case you don't want to pop your BKB early, because in power, there's a decent form of damage. So popping the BKB will, break it off. And more HP you have early, the less chance of you needing to pop it off. So, decent. Tier 2 goes down, anti-mage. Dude, look at how close anti-mage is at 300. 30
Nope,
minutes in,
didn't hit it.
296.
Didn't hit it. Another rep for Lumi. Coming up.
Alright, man. I didn't bet nothing on it, but
What
You
about 322?
you could definitely farm 50 creeps in 3 minutes. Like, easy. That's a piece of cake.
If you're fed like 3 creep waves.
Yeah, well, anti-mage could blink to get 3 creep wave. That's why you make that bet.
True story. True story. Well, what does he need right now? Is Anti-Mage going for a Butterfly or a Heart? I assume that's one of the two that he's going for, since he still needs a slight bit more survivability.
Sylar has like one anti-mage build, which precisely goes from Poor Man's Shield, Strain Threats, Quelling Blade, Battle Fury, Manta, BKB, and Butterfly. I have not seen a single adjustment in the past century or so, so that is your build.
These Satyrs coming under heavy fire. King J getting his farm on.
Alright, Hao is still seeing this one flacking off, and yo, these Riptide Illusions doing a very good job. Xiaowei in huge trouble right now,
Wow,
Earn on top,
Xiaowei.
and no, Xiaowei's gonna pop that. Still alive, still alive. Vacuum back, and Banana's probably gonna go down. Maybe Ralph Nature's gonna come and clean through and get the kill. Sylar waiting on the lowering.
Dude, you got that solo banana.
Yeah, BKBs are all lowering for Hao, but you don't make that jump. Blink RP, skewer backward. The BKB is activated on Sylar Man style. Sleep's gonna be used as well, but Sylar is still good. Still waiting for the Blink. He blinks for, focusing on Hao. He does have the Aegis build, don't matter. Now Sleep has ran out. Blink. How is Xiaowei still alive? Did he buy back? I think so, I'm not too sure. And now they will focus and surround on Hao, and Hao is gonna go down. Yep, nice vacuum backwards, man. The vacuum is so good. Blink 4 here from Xiao as well. And what a easy victory here. What was stolen? It was just a shockwave. And LGD China, convincing victory, takes away the Aegis, wins the team fight, defends the tier 2. And tier 2 not gonna get denied, unfortunately.
Whew. Checking Magnus status, he's actually decently on his way to refresher. I feel like Xiao 8 was kind of out of position. They had a sentry ward here, but they just like walked up on him with BKBs, and what are you gonna do? Just ravage one person?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what he did. He actually just ravaged Banana, but the vacuum was so good, the wall was decent enough, and the BKB got forced out quite early. How popped his BKB when he wasn't even focused, and because of that, they just waited out the BKB. In fact, I felt like it was a very poor decision for How to stay there. If you pop the BKB, as soon as you think the BKB is about to end, like 2-3 seconds left, you back the hell out, because we just saw how good the Radiant team is chasing. Double blink, one from Sylar, one from Xiao. The Surge is really, really good, and Great Shield and things of that nature is just almost unbreakable, unbeatable. And LGD won a pretty clutch team fight because of TongFu mistake. Not sure whether or not they will decide the game, but Sylar is definitely getting a ton of farm right now.
So what are they gonna do with this Naga Siren setup? We haven't really seen it in use too much thus far.
She used it in the last team fight, trying to really mitigate the damage coming out, but Sylar had BKB on, so it didn't really matter. And the team wasn't really TPing out either during that sleep, so...
Do you think they would have been better served with a different support besides Naga Siren, maybe something else to combo inside of the Magnus?
I think if you're getting Blink Ravaged, it's really good to have Naga to disengage, but they're actually using their own guys to initiate
Oh,
right now.
Magnus! RP!
Blink Spear backward on the EDC. Looks like BKB gets popped, and this is what I mean by the early BKB usage. You're not killing anything just yet. Now BKB gets to activate on Sylar. He's actually going right on How. There's no blink on Sylar just yet. I think Sylar's BKB is a little bit early as well. There's really no reason to fight these early BKB. Xiao thinking about making... He's gonna gush. Blink 4 on Banana, and that's such an easy kill. Killing spree.
So easy.
Yeah, it's actually okay for Hal to pop his BKB, or it's okay for Sylar to overuse his BKB because he's so mobile in the team fight with Blink. It is not okay for Hal to pop his BKB. That is his last and only line of defense against Anti-Mage.
Yeah, Anti-Mage can just pop someone in a matter of seconds too.
Yeah, and Hal definitely cannot. Hal is more of an AoE damage dealer, and his damage is not really coming on. You also keep in mind that when you pop the BKB, you lose a chunk of damage because you don't have Empower. So Hal's BKB usage, not that impressive this game, and not sure whether as a result of that they're in really, really big trouble.
Just need more ancient stacks. I think if you got like a butterfly or any other damage item, he would do pretty well. But he always has to make sure to BKB the Titan Reverend. If he gets hit by that, he's most likely just gonna straight up die.
Yeah, he's just forced to get a tanky item. We talked about the helmet just attacking. That's what he's going for now. And now LGD China is actually going to be slow sieging mid. King J doing a very good job in terms of split pushing. That's how the Cyber Vice already finished as well. So I think King J is starting to look towards to be more of your late game carry. Although King J, is this a game where he goes positive? Woo! Not seeing King J go positive.
The 3-2-2 mark was passed a while ago. I didn't actually check the
It
time.
was around 34 and 30, something like that. But
That's a shame.
that is a shame. I mean, he's rocking about 35 or 10 CS per minute, which is actually
It's
not
pretty
even
good. It's very good.
It's not even that good on the anti.
I would say it's pretty good.
Because a lot of it is neutrals. It's not like all lane creeps. So
Yeah. He has 4,700 gold though. I'm curious as to what he is going to buy next.
Butterfly.
Yeah, Butterfly. Butterfly the safe choice here, but he does need to be able to survive during the Magnus RP and probably eventual double RP.
That's fair. Maybe you go like Vid Booster first and then into Butterfly if you're a little bit afraid.
That's pretty good.
But generally, I think if you go Butterfly, you don't want to get a Vid Booster. You just want to go Basher. Another option is just go straight up Basher now, as there is a Bell of Giant Strength in there. That's give you some tiny bit of HP. That's stretching it though. Acceptor finish here on Visage. A ton of items here. My question is, when is LG going to start angling for some kind of offense? I'm not saying that
When they have Butterfly, when they have BKB, or when they have a buyback on Sylar too.
I mean,
it's like another 3,000 gold.
I think that's when they make tier 2 sieges and decide to win the game. But you could definitely go for a smoke gank and go for a pick off. If you pick off King J, for example, and if he doesn't have buyback, then you basically win the game off that one pickoff. And I definitely think that LG should be making those pickoff. And there you go. Choo Choo Train, the gank train is going to the mid lane. They will find themselves a how. They do not have instant disables just yet, unless you count Blink Ravage one of them, and it's not really one. Well, that is the worst no gank ever. They just walk down and then be like, okay, let's.
Yeah. So exciting.
Yep.
Well, checking Gyrocopter's inventory. I'm just watching the inventories on the Refresher people, the Anti-Mage, and a Gyrocopter. Those are like the big 4 heroes. And Tidehunter I don't think is close to
Radiant's bottom
Refresher at all.
tower
Actually
is under
opting for a
attack.
Ghost Scepter. Maybe a completed pipe would have been pretty good, but I think that's probably on the Darkseer. Meanwhile, Magnus has his Perseverance pretty close to Refresher Orb. Already has his recipe as well as the Robe of the Magi if he chooses to get it. But most likely same for buyback. We see a smoke on them, and the Prophet is actually pretty stacked too, 3,600 gold. I think he just like kind of flops in team fights, so he can't really not get hit by BKB unless he comes in super late, and by the time most of the fight is already over.
I think the only time that he could come in right now is after the Magnus RP, or not Magnus, the Tidehunter ravages. If Tidehunter doesn't ravage, he's gonna have a very tough time staying in the fight and still being far away to dodge those tentacles from the ravage. So it's gonna be tough for him for King J, but his teammates are strong and tanky enough, and especially when you have Solom to back you up, he should find the time to be able to TP and unload his utility. I mean, Shadowblade and Scythe is just such a useful build no matter which stage of the game that you're at.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. We see another Roshan respawn in just a couple of minutes. Who's gonna get this one, Lumi?
Hard to
Will
say.
it be a TongFu yet again?
I
They
don't
always had the better ward set for Roshan too.
Well, hopefully for the Radiant side, they should have better wards. There is no wards available on the Radiant side. Maybe that's why. Are we done casting? Let's count anti-mage last hits.
Well, we can go for the 500-mile benchmark.
When do you think he's going to hit 500?
Probably before 45, maybe more like 44.
Gonna call it after 45.
After 45? Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a Roach fight coming very soon, so maybe he's gonna camp there for a little bit more. Maybe LGD's gonna siege.
What if he stashes it, bro?
What if he what?
Never mind. Well, there's the butterfly up. Does he have buyback money?
He does. He will have it after this wave, so.
Yeah. These safe Chinese players. They're still behind by like 10,000 gold. But this is just the strength of anti-mage. He just farms so well with items, able to split push, constantly push out the pressure, put out the pressure on TongFu, and looks like they might have control of Roshan for this one.
Well, they'll at least push the creep wave here, and Rosh is actually down to about quite a bit of HP. How is TongFu's kind of Roshan Jack spell? It looks like we have a vacuum and banana is so dead. He's running left, he's running right. The Song of Siren's going to be used. Do you actually take a team fight off of this? If you blink RP Sylar, that would be pretty decent. If Sylar forces to pop his BKB, he blinks back out. Song of Sirens is being stolen.
Things are looking pretty scary. Scary,
Okay,
scary.
Shashung literally had 4 or 5 seconds to use any spell.
Getting lackadaisical playing against Rubik, man.
Tidehunter trying to get some action. He does blink, anchor, smash, and ghost. Did I tell you the next level kind of initiation? Did not bait out any BKBs.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It doesn't really work though. Well, what are your eyes on, Lumi? What are you looking forward to this game? Do you think it's just one big engagement, mass buybacks, whoever plays safer, who has the Aegis wins? Or is there going to be some special tactical stuff that is actually going to go on these fights besides trying to ravage as many people as possible and try and
Radiant's top tower has
try and mess
fallen.
with the Magnus and or the Tidehunter so they don't get a perfect initiates?
I think it's actually going to be split pushing as well as Roche fights. Sylar actually TP'd to the top lane. I have no idea why when the bot tower is getting completely sieged. There's a split push, but they're going to use Song of Siren and TP back out because...
Radiant's
King
That's
J,
just a
yeah.
free Roshan
is
though.
under attack.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I'm not too sure whether he should even... Well, if you die, you lose the Song of Siren, so he might as well do use it there. But yeah, down to about half HP. Anti-Mage is nowhere near. I say nowhere near his in the mid lane, but not close enough to actually challenge it. Or is it the birds? A little bit of annoyance factor here. Anti-Mage blinks back, blinks forward. Xiaowei does still have that blink ravage. Gotta keep in mind that Yao, next up, getting focused. And that might be a little bit of trouble if he gets called down. Wrath of Nature is gonna prevent the blink dagger. Blink, Oh, mech back up. BKB's going to be used as well. Blink Rabbit, that's going to hit on two. Back in. Where's the wall? The BKB gets used, but Hao is dead. And even if he buys back, he would not. Oh my god. RP gets whiffed. And did he have RP stolen? Yes, he does. RP goes the other way. Refresher used and nothing happening as well. Buyback coming in from Magnus. There is no buyback. And my god, this team fight just going horribly. There's a solid siren from Shanshong, but they're using it defensively. And guess what? LGD right next to the Roshan pit. I think LGD is going to take this Aegis, and we're going to win right now.
Yeah, do not want to give up this Roshan. This one's the Aegis and the cheese, and Sylar is nigh unkillable at this point. Heart or no heart, he is still a beast.
Oh man, DD lift him up, but it looks like Hao. Ooh, Sylar might be a little bit troubled, but he's got the Manta. A huge Mana Void. Hao's gonna go down. That's his second death. Sylar says, I want Shansheng, I want that Naga. Blinks forward, couple more hits, and yeah. Okay, Sylar's gonna go down first because Banana's OP. And Shansheng, why is he still here? Okay, that was awkward.
I have no idea what he was doing right
Yeah,
there.
me neither.
Maybe he was trying to enchant creeps to push the lane faster?
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know. This Enchantress pick, I don't know. It's like, he doesn't scale that well into late game. He doesn't offer the same utility as Chen. He does work pretty well if you can farm out like a Midas and a Scepter and stuff like that, but they didn't really put out too much pressure. They had like one Smoke Yank on top, but other than that, if you're going to play Turtle mode, pick a more useful heroes late game. For example, Shadow Demon.
It does steal anti-mage illusions.
Yeah, Shadow Demon makes 2 illusions though, bro.
But you don't steal one of them. They still get 2.
You make 2. They can man fight each other.
Yeah, well, Sylar is... They're not out of this yet. They still have RP. They have a Gyrocopter in about 10 seconds. They siphon him up, doing a little bit of damage. There's no RP. That's a 2-man RP. They will skewer him backwards. Maybe they do skewer him backwards. Sylar is dead. Xiao Ace also dead. Maybe the early JG is too much here, as CDC is going to be on the run here. And TongFu, perhaps right back Sprout here from King J. That's going to seal the deal. I don't think there's any reason here for the Chinese to, or LG China to actually buy back. Although, if you know they're going to push anyways, you might as well...
They just straight barrel down mid, but they still have quite a bit of time until they get there.
I mean, you might as well buy back and start pushing out bot.
Right, so you can farm more reliable gold. Well, I don't exactly know what they were doing all the way up there with no Ravage and standing pretty close to each other, taking the T3.
I mean, they definitely underestimate the defensive power coming out from TongFu.
Yeah.
Riptide dropped the armor pretty low on RP with the BKB is pretty decent as well, so. Well, speaking of Refresh Orb, we're going to see Refresh Orb eventually on TIE Hunter, as he has already Perseverance finish. And NT-Mage should buy back right about now. He does. Dashi says, alright guys, we have to go back. NT-Mage is back. Let's quickly check out how we're doing in terms of item purchase. Sylar buys a Basher, might as well not save any gold since he's already bought back. Yao's got the BKB for quite a bit now, and that's pretty much it.
I'm scared. I'm scared for TongFu.
Okay, everybody.
This game is something else.
I think TongFu's actually still okay. I thought they were gonna lose it just now.
I think Hao can just like get blown up if once he gets his Abyssal, it's gonna be like just straight up demolishing him during the BKB.
But
BKB
I don't think Hao's the only source of damage anymore. You can see that Prophet's starting to matter quite a bit with his BKB and Shadow
he has
Blade
plus
build.
46 damage, bro.
Yo, man, he's got insane attack speed.
Yo, man, anti-mage does 350 damage a hit.
Not when he's scythed.
That size for 3 seconds.
3.5.
He has BKB. This anti-mage is an absolute beast, and maybe with Empowered they can try and contest it.
They have double RP and Scythe. They have that's enough of lockdown. That's more than enough lockdown. If nobody else is distracting.
if
That's
it's
a
a
big
2v5 fight.
Yeah, if it's 2 fight.
King J needs one more damage item, I think, until he can actually contest the anti-mage.
What do you
in this.
suggest?
Probably an
MKB?
MKB
Yeah.
to deal with this butterfly.
MKB is definitely a very, very good option here. TongFu, though. They're now start grouping as a team, not really doing too much. I think both teams should start actively looking for smoke ganks. I think maybe you make a gank party of Mu, Banana, and Shansheng, and have King J farm in the jungle, and then Hao farm in lane, because Hao could just TP with Scythe and Siphon easily take some kills with the 3 rest of the gankers.
And TongFu just forced to stay together right now. They don't really have the map control. They don't really have... They can't really do anything without RP, and they don't really want to blow RP on 1 kill just because they can buy back and force the issue. And even I think with only 1 RP, LGD can take it easy. You said 2 RPs are pretty decent, but Yeah. Who has been hitting decent ones too, I'd say.
Yeah, you got to keep in mind that Rubik's
Radiant's
always going to be on the
middle
lookout for that
tower
RP steal, so...
Yeah, he doesn't have a blink, unfortunately. He does have a force staff. But LGD slowly making their way around.
I mean, you talked about the gold chart about 10,000 gold earlier. Now it's about 8,000. Like, I feel like gold is so much of a relevant factor against Sylar because sure, like farmed the mid game insanely well, and he only really need himself to solo carry us against 3 or 4, maybe sometimes even 5, especially when their spells are somewhat on cooldown. So Sylar definitely wearing his carrying hat, and he's gonna have Bissell right now. Might as well spend it. No buyback gold anyway, or no buyback timer.
Yep, there's the Bissell. I mean, they could just blow up Magnus right now too. If they catch him in Rabbit before he can BKB, and then blink with Abyssal Blade on him afterwards to chain the stun, I don't really think he can do anything about it.
It depends on how quickly Magnus uses his BKB, and more importantly though, it depends on whether Naga gets stunned. If Naga gets stunned, then you could have that play, but if Naga doesn't have stun, sure you are Ravage or Magnus, we just sleep. like you
BKB,
said.
man. Mass BKBs.
Well, Anti-Mage does have one, Darkseer does have one, but that's pretty much it on the Radiant side. Well, Hao's gonna find himself. He's gonna get lifted up in the. Oh! That was a little bit scary. We do have the Gold Scepter being somewhat delivered.
I'll man through for the rest of this. We got this.
I believe in you.
DD on Hao. He's ready to go. 500 damage. Slay those wild wings.
Those Wild Wing chicken wings. Fusion wing sent on the Titan. Really gotta kill those stuff first.
He's pretty close to Refresher, but if he does get it, he's not going to have buyback, and that's going to be a thorn in LGD side if they want to take a fight. I mean, Ravage is decent, but against mass BKBs and against double RP, it's just not as effective. I think LGD would have been a lot better drafting Magnus and going back to the draft phase, just denying those picks. You said at the early beginning of the game that they pick like LGD sort of heroes. They
Actually,
most certainly did.
I actually don't think Refresher is that bad on Titan. His mana is
It's pretty good.
pretty suspect.
He doesn't have arcane boots though, which is suspect.
You need that. He's gonna have to strength treads and probably need a big magic wand.
He
But
can refresh the power trade toggle.
the fact that you get 2 Gold Scepter in a team fight,
Yeah. Does he really need it though? I think one's enough to survive the round of flax from the gyrocopter.
I mean, you said he's gonna get focused, and I think he will be, especially when he doesn't have blink to just initiate.
It's nice to get out in that, but
Yeah.
well, they ping out Roshan. Still another 3 minutes left on that.
TongFu thinking about to set up shop. Nobody actually have wards in this particular area. They're switching from Dire to Radiant Vision. Nobody sees a single thing.
So let's check buyback status of people. I think Tidehunter is not going to have one for a very long time because he's saving up for a refresher. These 2 supports on the side of LGD. Rubik will not have one. Anti-Mage will have one as soon as it cools down. Is he going to buy a new item, or is he just going to refresh his BKB if he gets up to like the 5,500, 6,000 gold range?
Who is gonna buy new items?
Anti-Mage?
I think he's gonna save for buyback, which is still limited by cooldown. Would be down about 3 seconds or so. I think he should be going for buyback.
Buyback? Yeah, I think so too. I mean, there's no reason for him to get. I mean, it's not even that low of a BKB right now, 7 seconds, but we still are only 50 minutes into the game against a. Ooh, this could be a huge fight.
Oh, here comes a wraparound here from Banana. You gotta keep in mind they can actually.
There's the
use
DD too. Oh, Sylar.
Oh, they actually blink 4 here. RP is going to be used on 3 or 4. Oh my god, second RP is going to come through as well. Beautiful RP here. And everybody solo up with the Ravage number 1. Vacuum backward, that's on 5. The wall's on top. Sylar pops the BKB, pops the mana, and the fun stops now. Focusing on Hao. Sleep does nothing here. He's going to start blinking 4 and going for a little bit more. Oh, King J's trying to TP out. He does actually make it back home. They blink after Shansheng. Shansheng's getting Gush, and he's going to be on the run. Perfect World Servers. Work with me here, man. Shansheng's going to also go down. There's a buyback coming out from...
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good RP. They had double RP on Sylar, including 2 others, and then followed up by the Scythe of Vice on Anti-Mage. That's pretty much as good, as clean of an initiate as you're going to get on the Anti-Mage. I mean, I guess getting a Tidehunter would be nice, but he'll still have Cracking Shell through it. But they weren't able to burst him down through it. Anti-Mage just went to town on Gyrocopter, popped his BKB so Song of Saturn wasn't able to interrupt his deeps, and took the fight from there. And things are looking pretty bad for TongFu. If Hao dies one more time, I think it's GG.
Yeah, it was a 4-man Ravage into a 5-man vacuum into
Oh
wall.
yeah, that vacuum wall was just disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, fighting under... I felt like this particular area of the map has decided a ton of battles today in the RedBull ECL, or the Something.
RedBull ECL.
What does the E stand for?
Esports Championship.
I thought it was esport, but it made too much sense. But yeah, the RedBull ECL has a lot of fight that was decided over this choke, particularly game 1 between LG China as well as TongFu. LG China definitely getting the upper hand here. NTMH with now buyback, and more importantly 5,000 gold. And Banker start swapping out BKBs if that we want to want. But I really think he should upgrade to Boot to Travel, and then just have
Buyback and then Boots of
buyback.
Travel.
Yeah. And then if he has more gold than necessary, then he could go for the second BKB. But
Well,
I mean,
both teams hovering around Roshan. They know is about to respawn. We see the Visitors familiars there. How getting some free geld.
yeah, I mean, you lose a couple illusions, no big deal. He's got Axe, he's got more illusions. Sylar already getting ready to.
Oh, there is an Invis Moo here. Do they have any detection besides this one in the river? If they circled around, oh, they have the gem on the Visage still. Well, both teams just leaving Roshan B. And in the meantime, King J is putting a lot of pressure on the left side. 3,800 gold. He definitely still has his buyback. But is LGD going to actually just forget about Roshan?
Yeah, they're saying, man, you can have my Roche for free. I'm going to just destroy racks. Meanwhile, TongFu's deciding to set up an amazing backdoor. Not a backdoor, amazing kind of pushing the mid lane with a TongFu trying to kind of backstab. They see Yao. RP's going to be onto 2, but the Kraken Shell should proc. They actually snipe him up. Song Siren being used as well just to slow down. I'm not sure exactly why Song's you, because you actually lose the damage. Call down's going to be broken on Yao. Yao blinks forward. My god, that's the RP on the 2 most important here. They can focus on Yao, or Hao's on the run.
Bash.
Oh, the bash, the Abyssal here, and the anti-mage blinks forward. A couple more hits. That's going to be killed. Focusing now on Banana. Banana trying to fight his way back. You do not fight your way back against the anti-mage. The fun, it never happened.
Oh,
It is
and
stopped now.
steal the RP by DD. Oh, goodness. That was a really nice Ravage by Xiaowei there.
Buyback, future travel purchase, TP right back in. This is what we expected from Anti-Mage in the ultra late game mode. The second pick, the AM, worth every goal. But as I
Wow,
say
what
that,
happened to his
everybody's
TP?
dying. Where is the tier 1 tower siege? Or the Rax tower siege?
Where is his TP? He had boots of travel. He bought back. He switched to boots of travel, and then I guess he TP'd on a creep and it died or something. But this is, I thought it was definitely GG. Gyrocopter down for almost maximum time. He's only level 23 though, for some reason. But he had no buyback, and Anti-Mage did buyback BOT. I think he could have just easily taken 1 Rax, probably 2, even though there's a T2 on the side.
Yeah, the Raxes are going to be, well, double buyback being forced on the support. Was that necessary at all? That's the question here. In fact, they want to win it now.
I don't know. Maybe it would have been a little bit safer for them to just do the Roshan, get the Aegis, get the cheese on a hero other than Anti-Mage.
Well, maybe they're actually gunning for the Roshan, because generally you don't double buyback, especially on support. And in fact, they are going to go for the Roshan pit. Dire knows. But Dire knows about it. What can they do about it?
Sleep and double RP of GG. There's only 1 RP up right now. Refresher still has 60 seconds cooldown on Magnus.
I mean, if they sleep in double RP, and even if you win that fight and force a couple of guys back, LG says, man, I'm going to just go in now and take down your Raxus. And it's hard to defend without double RP. BKB's going to be activated right now. Where's the BKB on Silo? Got to pop it right now. Will somebody pick up the agents? Nobody picks up the agents. No, it's going to be Darks here. RP was that being stolen. Psalm Siren and level 3 Psalm Siren being used. Seem not being used up. That's RP coming in. How comes back in? He's focusing on. He's getting focused by Sylar. Oh my god. Huge Ravage into a Mana Void combo. Sandstorm pops the Ghost Scepter. Now focus on King J. Sylar's low. Sylar's going to go down second time. Hamu comes in. They do bring down Sylar. I'm just very impressed with their focus fire. Moo's on the run. And I think Moo should be fine. King J is going to get focused by DDC. My goodness, Soul Assumption still doing so much work in the ultra late game. Blinker forward on against Banana. One more gush. What a body block. And Banana trapped between trees. Double Magnus. That's a lot of horn. And she is a lonesome girl between trees.
These RPs by the Rubik. I believe he still had it from the last fight. Not really needing to steal it, but hit that into a 3-man Ravage, maybe even more at the end. Pretty good. I don't actually see who the cheese went to. I know the Aegis went to the Darks here, but
Well, it don't matter now as Ty Hunter and the rest of his team deciding to finish this game. Force out the glyph. Still 60 seconds to the.
oh, there's a sheep on Moo.
Moo's in huge trouble, man. No Sound Siren on back line here. BKB use. Although these birds do not give two hoots about these. Sleep. Yeah, Skiri being backwards here. Where's RP number 1? Oh, his RP was so close to being called out. Skiri back to the other tier 4 tower. Xiaowei says, I'm out of here. Yao in big trouble.
Wow.
Pops a BKB. Where's the mech? He's so close to the mech. Darkster does have the Aegis though. Now Mu getting focused. Soul Assumption is going to get yet another kill. Shanshun being trapped on everything here. Trying to go step there himself back out. Where's the Gush? Gush is in about 6 seconds. Against one anti-mage back in about 12.
Gyrocopter's up in 1 second.
But they back off. Really smart retreat coming out from LGD. They got what they wanted, which is a tier 3 Rex, and now they can start getting tier 2 on bottom top.
So what item will save Gyrocopter now? He's been dying in like almost every fight. He has 1 slot left. I don't think he can get Rapier just because of the way the game's been going.
Shotgun?
Shotgun? Shotgun Gyro.
I mean, it's like Loda
It's legit.
actually gets shotgun on on Gyrocopter, but he gets for a fairly different reason. But in this particular game, I'm not even sure whether it would do it for him, because basically after he gets Ravaged, immediate blink into bashes coming out from Sylar and or the Abyssal Flash. So I think he's actually just getting chain stun. Maybe he goes Satanic here. Blink forward from Xiaowei. No Ravage used just yet. Song Siren being forced out. Sylar says, I don't care. Oh, Abyssal is used here, so...
Sansheng. Where's the bash? Where's the bash?
Where's the Gush?
Where's the bash lord?
Where's the Gush? There's the Gush here. Shansheng's gonna go down. There you go. Easy pickings.
Easy pickings indeed. Still both of the T2 towers are up in the side lanes. If they want to do it now, they have to deal with backdoor protection at least for a few seconds.
Dire's top
Under.
tower is under attack.
They're gonna out damage this tower? Yeah, they are gonna out this damage. Okay.
Okay.
WC.
WC indeed. And do you think that Magnus is worth it to empower a Gyrocopter? Because most of the time Gyrocopter has BKB, and sure he's hitting pretty big RPs, but wouldn't they have been better dealing with the more traditional melee carry to stack with the Empower?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Empower mostly isn't for fighting. Or at
Is it
least in
for
this
farming?
particular game, I think it's mostly for farming. So,
I mean, I think that if they just did a better job of like stacking more often, we didn't see them stack that much. The Gyrocopter was mainly stacking his own thing, but
it was okay. It was better than LG China, who I think had 1 stack, maybe 0 stack the entire game.
okay, we're back in the game.
And they're killing a tower. What an exciting thing to watch out for.
Dire's top
It's about to
tower has
be the
fallen.
second T3 down for TongFu.
TongFu's definitely in big trouble. I mean,
You see how many melee creeps are spawning? That's how you know the game is over.
yeah, they're not spawning enough melee creeps. They need about 400 melee creeps to hold this push because, man, anti-mage probably don't even care about 400 melee creep.
And they're playing a little bit cautious, very wary that the RP from Magnus is still, although 30 seconds still down on that, his refresher should be up by the time Naga Siren's up.
Sylar popping that Manta, working a tower. Blink Ravage, that's going to pop it on everybody. Second Blink Ravage. Oh my god, everybody's so low. And I do believe that's going to be it. How cannot die here? He does die. And here comes Mu. 1-man RP. Really not going to... doesn't really have the second RP as the refresher is on the cooldown. How Sylar says, man, going to focus on your Rex. I say that, they're backing off. Okay.
Well, Gyrocopter did buy back. They don't really have too many cooldowns to deal with them right now. No Manta style, no BKB, no Abyssal. I think it's pretty wise of them to buy to get back. They took out the T2, did a lot of damage on the melee Rex, and biggest of all, forced to buy it back out on the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, Gyrocopter's item purchase has been stagnant for quite a bit here. He's
Yeah.
got that...
You got that TP scroll, man.
He's got the butterfly, and since then, an MKP, and
They've
not
been doing a
much
very good job of focusing him, though. Always trying to catch him in the Ravage, and Sylar just contesting him all the time with that Abyssal Blade. And Butterfly will block a few hits, but can't block all the bashes.
Yep, I absolutely agree. Or in fact, he can't block any bashes as DD trying to get some farm on the bot lane. Everybody's really, really high level in this game. Yeah, lowest is 17, so. Go graph now complete back up to 0 as LGD holds a firm grip on this game. And I think they'll continue to hold a firm grip unless they start making some kind of unforced error and whatnot. Tier 1 tower siege up, or Tier 3 tower siege happening on the bot lane.
So is TongFu actually going to push 4 on 5? I guess Enchanters doesn't make that big of a difference right now, but they are very, very desperate right now. And look at this spread from LGD. Like 2 heroes up here, Tidehunter all the way on the bottom. If he gets RP, no one else will. And Sylar staying close to the middle. Nice split by them.
Yeah. Tidehunter definitely thinking about that jump. The last turn was actually so successful. We'll see with...
Well, anti-mage has 5,000 gold right now. He has buyback with 2,000 gold, and he's running into the Mushi problem, getting to the early game too early, to the late game too early, and having too much gold.
Having too much gold is not a problem.
Well, wow, when did Tyler get Shivas?
He's got a refresher and
It looks like it was taking him forever to get that refresher, but now he has refresher and Shivas. That's a lot of deeps,
He's
man.
got 20,000 net worth. Holy
That
crap.
hurts Gyrocopter's DPS a lot too. He only has 2 attack speed items in the butterfly and the Monkey King bar. What's your eyes on, Lumi?
33 to 22, 61-minute game here. This game should have been over about 30 minutes ago,
But then what happened?
then they didn't push well enough.
This was the plan indeed.
We have 14 more minutes to go for the 75 games, 75-minute games.
Yep. Yes, we do. Well, I think that Darkseer would do pretty well with refresher. His item choices or his item progression is also stagnated past the Scythe of Ice.
Nice smoke. With some aqua smoke.
Well, most of the heroes trying to run around. I think that they probably need a gem in middle on the side of TongFu. Do they have any sentry wards on them? I feel like they could just do a wraparound through the mid lane. That is very common once you get one lane of racks.
Yeah, Sound Siren or Naga definitely has that. That's what you're looking for. So, Sylar working on that push up top. 750 gold, or 7,500 gold.
Sylar has 36,000 net worth. That's 10,000 net worth above the second place, who is King J. King J's been sitting on these items for a very long time too. Is he ever going to get his Daedalus?
He's forced to buy back, and he's dead every time he buy back. So
well,
no.
See, this was the plan all along, guys. I'm mic'd up now, by the way. Was you go 70 minutes, all of a sudden Tidehunter owns because BKBs don't do much for you. They're all 4 seconds now. He's got double Ravage, double Shivas. GG. Tide best late game here on the game.
Tide best late gamer.
This is all part of the plan. Come on, Lumi. Get hype. It's next level.
Oh my god, this is such next level of strategy.
All right, you control the camera, buddy. I'll cast the fights. Here we go. Blake in. They've caught out the Bane. See ya, Bane. Boom. Shakalaka. Now your Ravage comes, Sunshine in trouble, and in comes Sylar. RP, number 1, connects on 2, refreshes it, gets stolen. Now RP number 2, the Song to disengage, TongFu backing off to the fountain. Sunshine on the run, there's your Shivas, they drive him down. It's all Sylar all the way. The fun ends now. LGD China running away with this one. 36 to 22, 63 minutes in. I think they've finally done it. That's 2 lanes of racks. It might be 3. Is there buyback on anyone? Sylar's got 800 creeps, and it feels like he needed every last one. 10k gold. It's been a long, hard slog for LGD China, but at long last, they've taken 2 lanes of racks. They'll take the tier 2 bottom even through the backdoor protection. It starts to drop. And on that note, LGD China.
Oh, he can't even break this backdoor protection easily.
Where are those creeps at? Those creeps are at the base. They'll finally bring it down, but... Oh, boy. So they've taken 2 lanes of Rex now. I would like to see a new BKB on this anti-mage.
Yeah.
10k gold?
Yeah.
Might as well. I think he's just bought one, actually.
Saving for the trust
Oh,
fund.
they still have 1 lane of racks left. If Gyrocopter wants to go ball out with his Divine Rapier, now is the time.
No, he's actually gonna get MKB.
Yes, he can.
He needs to do BKB.
anti-mage.
Like, the problem is there's double Ravage. He's kind of
double
useless
ravage
against
is
that.
so painful.
Can you double check? Because I'm pretty sure this Gyro has a 4-second BKB at this point.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, which is... You could just wait that out. He can't kill them during that BKB. Then you Ravage him twice, he dies.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. How they've been killing him, or you just ravage him before he activates BKB. Gyro needs to be a little bit quicker on that because you definitely could dodge ravage and BKB.
The other thing is LGD has RP, double Ravage, and Vacuum. Because they're stealing RP every fight. Like, what do you do against that? I actually don't see how TongFu can win late. They've got Prophet, they've got Gyro, they've got Mag. On paper, you'd think they have the better late game lineup. But the way it's developed, you gotta say LGD actually do.
Man, Silas blinking slamming. How do you lose a blink slam game?
You forgot to
Blinking
dunk.
slamming.
Siler's been dunking. What is he? 15, 5, and 16.
You got dunked on 5 times.
Dude, his team has 36 kills. He's been involved in 31. That is some Shaquille O'Neal level slams from Sylar. Come on now.
Aim 36 out of 36. Not perfect.
Hey, Gods gave him a 10. He's a 10, all right?
Nah, he's more like a 9.
He's a 9.
Yeah.
Birding
he's
is
not
a
a 10.
Dire's bottom tower
Have we upgraded Havos, by the way?
4.5.
4.5, huh? Jeez. Harsh crowd. Harsh crowd.
Both did play pretty well there, to be fair.
All right, here we go. They're going to barrel down the middle lane. LGD China. 5 heroes grouped up. We could have a clash. On the right side, it looks like we have our Rubik trying to sneak a spell. Actually, the Familiar's jumping in. No engagement just yet. DD lurking on the high ground. He's only got Shockwave. There's your Blake, your Ravage as well. Catches a few. Ravage number 2 deployed. It's caught everyone except for the Mag. But a double RP tries to turn it around. Unfortunately, Sylar don't care. He jumps in. He's slicing. He's dicing. He's killed off one. He's dominating. He's on a mega kill. He wants some more. He's blinked to the north. He's found Moo. And Moo ain't running away. See ya. Triple kill for Sylar, and TongFu will be eliminated in Game 3 of this best of 3. It's your single elimination quarterfinals, and at long last, LGD China, they've done it. They sure know how to do it in this situation. Welcome to the Sylar Dome.
Dire's
Welcome to
bottom
Asian
tower
Dota.
is under attack.
Welcome to LGD Dota.
Welcome to LGD China.
This is one of the ways that LGD China likes to win.
They're one of the few teams that can get away with an anti-mage second pick and just always just man up through it. If they go all out aggression, doesn't matter.
They
If
had
try
Tie
out
Hunter,
farm,
man.
Doesn't matter.
They had Tie Hunter. That was
Dire's
it.
middle tower is under attack.
That's a
Yeah.
sole key to winning
Yeah,
versus lineup.
pretty much.
Well,
Just pick a Tie Hunter against a disadvantaged lineup.
in Sylar we trust.
Yeah. Sylar play well. Sylar definitely play well.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these particular other heroes have gotten like lack of recognition. So, quick shout out to our support players here.
28 assists on that guy.
Yeah, DD playing a rather good Darkseer. And then of course DDC playing a rather impressive Visage though.
So,
Dire's
MVP?
ancient is under
Sylar, I guess. Maybe.
Creeps?
Creeps.
I guess
How
the
many
creep.
creep kills did he have at the end?
Radiant
They were-
833?
Yeah,
833?
it's okay.
It doesn't even feel like that much to me.
That is a
I like
lot.
expected more from Sylar, honestly.
What?
I
That's
casted
an
a game.
absurd amount.
I casted
It
a
is.
game
It is.
where there was
I still feel like you could have had more.
over 2,000 last hits. So this shit is easy.
2,000? Is that like 15 melee creeps and like 4 rage creeps per
Something like
wave?
that. It was like,
Wow.
well, we're done here for now. Here,
That was a marathon of a game.
LG China move on the RedBull ECL Cup, and then we're gonna have TongFu being someone, not someone.
Wow,
They're
810 GPM in a 68-minute game. It's pretty intense.
pretty intense. As
That
well.
is. We can actually take a look at our brackets here, and well, actually, let me update them real quickly. LGD China do advance, and
Do you have an LGD pennant, Lumi?
Oh.
Are you gonna get one?
so that leaves us with a lot of. I would almost call. I wouldn't quite say LGD China beating TongFu is an upset, but I have felt like TongFu has been playing better than them lately. So they are your Dota 2 Super League Grand Finals champions. They finished first in that event. They didn't go quite as far in the Alienware Cup, but I felt like they played really well, and they just got super unlucky having to fight Navi and very early in the winners bracket. And
They did pretty well versus Navi. Though.
yeah, they did. I think the best against Navi besides LGD.
Yeah.
And I think that's only because LGD's split pushing style just matches up particularly well against Navi.
TongFu's been very, very consistent though. They're like one of the most consistent Eastern teams, along with LGD China. We've seen IG just go like up and down. They're already eliminated from this tournament. What other teams have been relatively inconsistent? DK has also been quite inconsistent, and I must praise their consistency, even if they can drag out games for this long.
Lumi trying to catch a few Z's during the post game show.
I agree.
No shame.
No shame.
No shame.
Man's got to sleep. So that's going to wrap up this best of 3. LGD China now advances. They'll be your third team to enter the semifinals. The final match, the final 5v5 match of the day is going to be Vici Gaming versus Team DK.
Quick, lip sync LD. He doesn't have a camera.
What's that?
Lip sync. They can't see you talk, and they're just staring at us and listening to your voice.
Yeah.
So I suggested.
Well, you guys aren't talking.
I suggested lip syncing.
I was trying to I'm throwing you a lifeline, you
Okay.
know?
I feel like a goldfish. I'm just moving my mouth and drinking water.
We could also take a look at our schedule just to see what's coming up here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Well, I think we'll take a quick break. Then we'll show you guys the schedule. But basically, we have one more best of 3 for the 5v5 matches. It will be Vici Gaming versus DK. Then we're done with the team side of the tournament for today. Then we have 4 1v1 matches, best of 3. Some big names in that. ZSMJ versus FY, Burning versus Moo, CTY versus Mushi, and Ferrari 430 versus Dai. A lot of legendary Chinese players duking it out. And Mushi. So on that note, want to cut to a break, guys? All right, guys. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We'll be energized. I swear.